friends, my name is Rita Stewart, and I am excited about the opportunity to participate in this TMI video challenge. I am also excited about the opportunity to have the Wealth Tribe to run with here in the online marketing arena. So let me go ahead and get started. I have been putting this off because I am not necessarily a person who does a lot of video work, but I don't have a problem with it. I'm still a novice at it, still trying to figure out, where do you look, how do you position yourself, etc. But that's what this is all about. So here we go. So the first question is, what's your favorite food? I'm not a picky eater too much. If I were to select a favorite food, I would say that it is seafood. I pretty much enjoy most seafoods, so seafood. Second question, how tall am I? I am 5 feet 4 inches tall. So not very tall, but not too short. So that works. Do I have any tattoos? No, don't have any tattoos, just not me. So no tattoos. Favorite book. If I were to select a favorite book, I would choose this book. It's entitled Listening Hearts. It was given to me by a friend years ago. She thought that it was something that I was ready for. And at the time, I was in one of my master's programs and said I couldn't read. As soon as I finished that semester, pulled the book out one night, and oh my gosh, I could not put it down. I read the book from cover to cover and cried the entire time. My husband woke up, looked at me, knew something was up, but he didn't bother me, kept reading. And the reason why that book was just, or is so meaningful, or was so powerful for me, is because as I was reading it, it was pretty much affirming for me what I believe to be my life work. I knew what it was in my heart, but the books just sort of put the icing on the cake. It just affirmed for what I believe was to be. And so that is my favorite book, or one of my absolute favorites, because I read a lot, but that is one that stands out for me. Okay, my favorite show. Don't watch a lot of TV, pretty much none at all. If I had to pick a show right now, I'd say Shark Tank. So yeah, that's about it. Let's see, zodiac sign. I was born on May 2nd. Favorite quote. My favorite quote, is actually my personal mantra, and that is, in all that I do, everything that I do, it is in God with whom I must find favor. I think a lot of times in life we may spend time wondering about how others perceive us or what others think of us, and that just wastes too much time and energy. So my deal, or the way I came with this mantra, is whatever I'm doing in life, if I'm doing it to the best of my ability and in a manner that's pleasing to God, then everybody else, they'll fall in place, because if God likes it, it's going to be all right, and the rest will catch up. That's just how I see it, because I can't continue to go through life, or spending life and everything I do wondering what someone perceives of me or what I do. So I just try to do things in a manner that's good and decent and in order and pleasing to God. So that's me, and that's my favorite quote. Favorite color, my favorite color is green. I love the color green. What is that? Number one, fear. I don't fear too many things, but if I were to say something that I really don't like, and that would be snakes. So that's about it. Place you want to visit. I'm ready for an Alaskan cruise. That's one. I do want to visit the Holy Lands. Bali, Bora Bora, all that area. Yes, can't wait. There are many other places. That's just the tip of where I want to go. Let's see. Play any sports. I was a cheerleader, so that was my sport. I do watch a lot of sports because my husband loves sports. Favorite candy. If I were to pick a favorite candy, I would say peppermint patty. That's what I like. I also like licorice, but that's not good for me. So peppermint patty. Not good for my teeth. Chocolate or vanilla? It depends on what I'm having, but probably would defer to vanilla. That's just me. Favorite season is spring. I like springtime. I love to see the flowers as they're budding. I love the green grass. It's so pretty at that time. I love to hear the birds chirping. Just new growth, new life. I like springtime. Let's see. Interesting fact about me. I share this with one of my groups online, and that would be somewhere probably about 3 or 4 years after I graduated from undergrad, I actually applied to the FBI and actually was accepted and was scheduled to go to Quantico for training to be an FBI agent, actually in fraud, because I was a banker. So that's how I got selected for that particular area. And about a month or so after that, I found out that we were expecting, or that I was expecting. So I actually rescinded or recanted, or whatever you want to call it, the offer, or declined it and went off and raised my daughter, and it was great. No regrets, but I thought that's always an interesting fact to share. Let's see. Do I play any instruments? The instrument that I would say that I play, not all the time, but that I've had, training in and that I've had recitals and things like that, would be the piano. Where did I grow up? I grew up in Virginia, in the Tri-Cities of Virginia, about 30 miles outside of Richmond, Virginia. That's where I grew up. And what's my idea of a perfect day? Oh my gosh, please let me hear the birds chirping in the morning. I love it when there's just enough of a breeze that's going by that that just makes you be grateful for a beautiful day. I also like it when I have the opportunity to read. I absolutely love a cup of tea, so if I can spend time on my back porch screened, in the elements of the trees, softly blowing and the birds chirping and my cup of tea and my laptop or my iPad, interacting with those, that's a good day for me. Otherwise, I love to be in the mountains. I love to be in the mountains where the lakes are nearby, so that I can watch the sun glistening over water. I love that. So in fact, my neighborhood has a lake, so I love being able to look out over the lake. I'll go down and sit at the gazebo sometimes, so it's good. I love to be with my family. I love spending time with my husband. My daughter, she's now a young adult. She's off on her own living now, so I'd have to say I love spending time with my husband, people that I'm very close to. My sisters and I are very close. My brother, my mother, we're very close. I love my family, friends. Do I prefer city life or nature? I like both. I love to go wherever. I love to experience new people, new cultures, new environments. I love nature. As I said a few minutes ago, I love the mountains. I love the ocean. But I also love it when I get to go up to New York City and spend, a few days with my daughter. It's exciting. So I take either. I'm not picky about that. And am I an introvert or an extrovert? Well, most probably would say I am an extrovert because I love to interact and talk with people. I think I'm somewhat of an introvert actually, because I will generally sort of assess my environment and sort of listen and then, offer input or conversation where I have something, meaningful to say. But many people say I'm an extrovert because I will talk to people readily as well. At any rate, that is myself. Again, my name is Rita Stewart, and I have enjoyed having the opportunity to share a little bit about me or myself with you, and I look forward to meeting the rest of you through video, and someday we'll all be meeting each other on the islands of the Bahamas, I'm sure, or wherever in the world. So thanks again for the time. I enjoyed it, and until next time, bye-bye.